The following episode is dedicated to the memory of James Hampton. According to the Disney website, it's non-stop comical chaos when a comic book artist bumbles his way into international espionage after adopting the identity of Condorman, one of his comic book characters. When a beautiful Russian spy wants him to help her defect, his life explodes into more fantasy and excitement than all of his comic strips put together. That's sort of it, but more like this. It's basically about Woody Wilkins, a man who's willing to risk his life for a beautiful, mysterious woman who's trying to get away from her ex.
Coming to you from parts unknown, it's Vance, Capley, talking comics, graphic design, and art. Sit back and enjoy tonight's episode.
Hello, Vance Capley, VanceCapleyArt.com. Today we are celebrating the 40th anniversary of my personal favorite film of all time, Condorman, released August 7th, 1981. I would also like to thank my Aunt Linda for introducing me to this film. Thank you so much. I still have the VHS you gave me many moons ago. Michael Crawford plays Woody Wilkins, a guy who attempts to live out the adventures and romances of his comic creations in real life. In fact, he says in the film that he refuses to write anything that his characters can't actually do in real life. And he lives up to that. In the beginning of the film, he nearly kills himself trying out, quote, foolproof wings when he attempted to glide off the Eiffel Tower but crashed in the Seine River. His friend Harry, played by the recently deceased James Hampton, is a CIA file clerk who has been told to pick a civilian to deliver some papers to Istanbul. Of course, he picks his pal Woody Wilkins. Who wouldn't? Once in Istanbul, Woody meets Natalia Rambova, played by the beautiful Barbara Carrera, who is now a very accomplished artist. I'll place a link down below in the description so you can go check out her work. Woody, just like in so many romantic comedies, pretends to be something or someone he's not. In this case, a spy codenamed Condorman. Yes, the Condorman that he created comic books of. But, unlike so many romantic comedies, Woody actually backs up what he says. Enemy agents attack, and Woody fights them. Not in that tough guy fighting sort of mode, but more akin to the comedy fighting sequences in Jackie Chan films, almost accidental fighting. But Natalia is impressed. She gives him a kiss and is gone like a wonderful dream. She returns to Moscow, tells her lover/boss Krakow, played by the late great Oliver Reed, about what happened in Istanbul. He's very cold to her, almost cruel. Meanwhile, back in Paris, for several days afterward, all Woody can think about is the beautiful Natalia. He draws tons of pictures of her and even creates a new superheroine called Laser Lady. Back at the CIA Paris headquarters, Harry's boss has gotten word that a Russian agent called the Bear wants to defect. The Bear wants the defection done by the agent called Condorman. Harry tries to convince Woody to do it, but Woody's reluctant. That is, until Harry's boss, the wonderful Dana Claire, sees the drawings of Laser Lady and then reveals that the bear is Natalia. As I said earlier, the film is basically about Woody Wilkins, a man who's willing to risk his life for a beautiful, mysterious woman who's trying to get away from her ex. From that point on, we have Woody trying to impress Natalia, who's slowly falling for Woody while they try to get away from Krakow and his agents, including an amazing chase involving Morovich, played by Jean-Pierre Calfon, and his skilled killers driving black Porsches, chasing the Condorman-themed car in the mountains. There's lots of action and fun in this movie, but there is no superhero. Yep, no superhero. In fact, he only dresses in his supersuit twice, once at the beginning and once at the end. The mistake so many reviewers make is they see a costume and automatically assume that Condorman is a superhero movie. Condorman is more of an adventure romance film with touches of comedy. If you strip it down to its core, it reads this way. There's this guy and he falls for a girl. He pretends to be something more than he is so he can get her away from her mean ex-boyfriend. She finds out the truth. She's mad, but the guy's best bud tells her everything and she's cool with it. Then the ex shows up, beats up the nice guy and the pal, takes the girl back. The nice guy and the pal go back to get the girl from the mean ex. That's basically it. And I enjoy every minute of it. Condorman is my favorite film of all time. And I don't think that'll ever change. If you haven't seen it or haven't seen it in a while, take an hour and a half and have some fun. You will enjoy it. And if you don't, at least you got to see it and you'll know what I'm talking about. On my program Spook Show, I did an episode about Condorman on there. Here on YouTube, I have videos where I draw Condorman and talk about Condorman. It really has influenced everything that I do, including the fact that I make comic books. I love this film, and I hope it's around for another 40 years. People still talking about it. Here's to Condorman. Happy 40th anniversary to the greatest film of all time. No, not really. It's just my favorite film of all time. I thank you all for watching. Make sure you look after each other. Like, share, and subscribe. God bless each and every one of you. Take care, and bye-bye.